In December 2023, the Advertising Standards Authority of Singapore delivered an unprecedented ruling against Prism Plus for representations it made regarding the usage of its air conditioning unit as the best tip to save Earth. The ASAS claimed that this violated the guidelines set out in the Singapore Code of Advertising Practices.
Specifically, that any claim regarding a product should be explained clearly and substantiated where necessary.
This is known as greenwashing.
Defined as the intersection between poor environmental performance whilst coupling it with positive communication about their actions.
Consumers are becoming more conscious about how their choices affect the environment.
The Nielsen Media research found that 2/3 of consumers were willing to pay a premium for products that are environmentally friendly.
This has led to pressure on companies to pursue environmentally friendly products and processes. However, the current regulations insufficiently protect consumers from being hoodwinked into paying more for the same product in a greener packaging. On one hand, consumers lack the means to identify and verify claims that brands make.
Besides being innocuous and difficult to spot, verifying greenwashing is a time-consuming process that consumers are unlikely to undertake before buying a product.
In addition, when consumers fall prey to greenwashing, there are few means of recourse available to them.
In Singapore, representative proceedings are complex, risky, and unpredictable.
And even in the US, where class actions are common,
Lizima and H&M proved that it is not easy to establish a case in the context of greenwashing.
Further, the cost of bringing the suit may dwarf the damages actually received,
as was the case in Myeong Moi Lan and Exclusive Resorts Private Limited.
On the other hand, regulatory bodies do not have the legal bite necessary to deter greenwashing.
The ASAS may only call out offenders, and its UK counterpart, ASA, even blacklists certain brands on their website,
but can go no further than that. Minister of State for Trade and Industry Mr. Alvin Tan
recognized the gaps in the Consumer Protection Fair Trading Act relating to greenwashing, saying that the Competition and Consumer Commission of Singapore was looking to other jurisdictions for direction on how to regulate greenwashing.
Hence, the problem that our solution needs to address can be split into two categories. A front-facing aspect to educate consumers and provide them with a platform to verify claims and make reports, and a back-facing aspect that will work on strengthening the legal infrastructure to empower the former.
With that, we have come up with a consumer-facing web application that helps to identify and report deceptive ego claims in store. This user-centric web application acts as a digital watchdog, a tool that empowers consumers to report questionable environmental claims with ease. It's as simple as taking a photo of a suspicious label, uploading it with details, and contributing to the community effort against greenwashing. Reported claims populate a database which operates transparently to log, categorize, and archive every submission, helping consumers to examine a company's eco-claim history before purchasing. The verification process includes an AI-driven scan of reports, with environmental specialists and watchdogs confirming the claim validity, ensuring data accuracy. The app includes resources to help users discern greenwashing and recognize genuine sustainable practices and certifications, boosting their eco-literacy. User privacy is the cornerstone of the platform. With robust measures in place, the application guarantees the protection of personal data, allowing users to report with confidence and without fear of privacy breaches. The app rewards users for engagement, offering points redeemable for discounts on sustainable products or donations to environmental initiatives, while gamification elements keep the community engaged and motivated. Complementing the app is an extensive public information campaign that leverages a mix of multimedia channels, strategic partnerships, and influencer collaborations to spread awareness and ignite discourse on greenwashing. In the designing of our product, we understand that the market's existing self-regulatory measures have not sufficed in mitigating greenwashing, leading to a trust deficit in environmental claims. Recognizing this, our platform introduces a higher level of oversight as advocated by the Aries and Braithwaite Regulatory Pyramid, moving up the realm of enforced self-regulation. Our web application materializes this by equipping consumers to report questionable green claims, thereby invoking public scrutiny on private eco-labeling. This mechanism aligns with the co-regulation tier, integrating public accountability into a traditionally private self-regulatory space. This co-regulatory approach is recognized by the regulatory theory as a necessary step when self-regulation fails. Our solution embodies this as a principle, ensuring environmental claims are credible and enforced.
Now the question is, how do we both enforce this solution and ensure it becomes an efficient and effective remedy available to consumers?
Step 1. We propose establishing a specialized body within the CCCS with the sole focus of conducting investigation into greenwashing cases. This will be supported by amending Section 4 of the CPFDA to explicitly include greenwashing. Additionally, We suggest listing specific greenwashing examples in the second schedule of the CPFTA.
This regulatory body should also be equipped with the necessary resources and expertise, and can have the following structure.
First, a review panel. The review panel will conduct a preliminary examination of the credibility of a given claim, utilizing AI to filter out spam reports and unsubstantiated claims.
Next, if the case warrants further investigation, it will be passed on to the investigation department to dive deeper into the alleged claim.
This department will comprise sector-specific teams with full-time investigators alongside part-time independent experts to provide technical evaluations. Lastly, a PR department for transparency and consumer education. The PR department will be responsible for explaining any decision made to the public, publishing their investigation findings and outcomes to encourage ongoing participation amongst consumers and claimants.
After the regulatory body has been set up, the second step is to ensure that this regulatory body also possesses the jurisdiction to penalize companies found guilty of greenwashing. In order to deter greenwashing and to further incentivize transparency, we advocate for a punitive framework that includes handing out fines, issuing mandatory corrective advertising statements or campaigns for companies to rectify their misleading statements, and publicly disclosing a given company's violations to hold corporations accountable for misleading claims. We believe this punitive framework would serve as an effective and sustainable enforcement mechanism
Because together, they educate the public on greenwashing, help fund regulatory operations, and provide a strong deterrence against greenwashing.
in totality. By combining education, accessibility, and enforcement, we believe that our solution will be effective and sustainable in helping us bridge the current regulatory gaps that have led to corporate greenwashing.